I love castles. I think I unlocked some like childhood dream.
Welcome back. I'm Dr. Henry, Chief Health and Wellness Officer at Delta.
And I'm Anna Sitar, and I'm so happy to be back with the Delta team today to find out how to fly and live better.
And welcome back to our travelers, Luan, Gabe, Simi, and Sophie.
The four of you went on 2 different trips, a shorter, more accessible trip to Seattle and a bigger bucket list trip to Copenhagen.
You all received an Oura Ring ahead of the trips and wore those throughout your adventures to keep track of your actual biometric response to travel.
Well, guess what? The results are officially in, and we want to hear from you. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
So we have to start with the most important question. Which travel was your favorite?
Copenhagen. We're all supposed to stay together. Going,
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen was, of course, my favorite trip, but with Seattle, I was going through some stuff at home before the trip, so I needed that escape. So I really enjoyed Seattle for that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Simi?
Yeah, I think for me, Seattle was where I could focus on my wellness more. I think I could go to the gym and kind of keep my normal routine, whereas Copenhagen, I just let loose and relaxed way more.
Despite more strain on the body, Copenhagen travelers maintained solid activity scores, an average of 84 out of 100, suggesting that international trips with rich cultural itineraries naturally encourage movement. In contrast, while in Seattle, they may have benefited from more consistent routines and easier access to everyday forms of movement, resulting in higher activity scores, an average of 88 out of 100. So when I looked at your Oura Ring results, it showed that despite the stress, you quickly recentered yourself. What did you do?
I mean, I'm just a meditation guru at this point.
For me, I really try to turn my stress into excitement. Being like, okay, this stress is not actually stress. I can make it into excitement and just have a good time.
Yeah, a perspective shift.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
I did enjoy taking walks, so like whenever I would just have some downtime, I would just go explore the city. I think it helped me sort of like get grounded too at the same time.
I just had a perspective shift, like Luan said, where instead of allowing things, especially like with work or back home, to stress me, I just reminded myself that I'm somewhere new and I can have a new experience, so yeah.
It's so fun to get to like experience new things, and I feel like every time you go on a trip, you get a new lesson. So I guess I have to ask you guys, what's something and a little keepsake that you learned about yourself on each of these trips?
Mine is so childish, but I love castles. I know you guys all noticed because I took the longest time in that castle. I think I unlocked some like childhood dream, which was that like, I forgot how obsessed I was with like medieval stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing that for me was like, just like a big memory unlock.
When I talked last time with all of you, you were really looking forward to both trips. It was something out there that you were excited about and gave you hope and inspiration and aspiration. I'm going to have fun on these trips. And then you actually went on these trips and had wonderful experiences.
Yeah. Okay, I also heard some raving about the hotel that you guys stayed in, whether it was the pools or the tubs or the views. Do you think that that makes an impact on how your travel goes?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. No question asked. I mean, like the Hilton, we had to stay at the Sound and the NIM. So we stayed at the Sound in Seattle and the NIM, and they're both just incredible hotels. The service was amazing.
The NIM, when you walked into your hotel room and you walked into the bed, there was a menu of the pillows that they had. So you could pick the pillow that was the most comfortable to you, which was honestly incredible. I haven't seen that before, and I loved it.
I need that in my daily life. I'm a side sleeper, 2-pillow girly.
So funny.
Average sleep scores landed around 81 out of 100, up nearly 8% compared to before their trips, showing that travel can help the body relax and find its rhythm. Oura Ring activity scores averaged nearly 90 during the trip, well within the optimal range, reinforcing the idea that physical activity while traveling enhances overall wellness. So now that you've gone on these 2 great trips, have you learned any travel tips and hacks you can share with us?
Allow yourself to be present. I really love wellness, and I think sometimes I can be too focused on it that I don't allow myself to enjoy the moment.
I think one of the biggest travel hacks for anybody going overseas or anywhere with a significant time change zone is you have to fight that first afternoon when you land of sleeping. Luan forced me not to sleep when we first got to Copenhagen. I was so tired, but it worked out, and I got a great night of sleep. I remember I think I had like the 90s on my sleep score at my Oura Ring for the first night because I passed out.
Luan, we noticed that you actually had good sleep during the flight over to Copenhagen. Tell us what you did.
As soon as I get on the flight, I look at my little clock app on my phone and like see the time that it is, the destination I'm going to. So when I got on the flight, I was up for like the first hour and a half, and then I went to bed at the time that I would have gone to bed in Copenhagen. With the Delta One seats, I got a full 5 hours of sleep. So I got to Copenhagen feeling really refreshed and ready for the day.
As the planner, I always have like an idea of where I want to go eat, what I want to go explore, what I want to go do. But my favorite thing that I realized that I should be doing is talking to the locals, the community, ask folks, whether that's at the concierge at the hotel you're staying at, or someone you meet on an excursion or experience, and they always have the best spots, and those make the best experiences.
Engage, like you said, speak their language, go to the places where they eat, and you'll learn their culture. It's about people and experiences and being exposed to their cultures.
I'm so glad that you guys had such restorative trips and also got the chance to like really reset between both travel and experience two totally different places, but have a similar effect.
Yeah.
Okay, Sophie and Simi, I have to ask you, what was your favorite part of Seattle?
My favorite part was when we went on the ferry to Bainbridge Island. Seattle's a beautiful place, so it was a very scenic route, and we got to really see the overall beauty of the city.
It was like romanticizing the moment because there was nothing else to do but be present in the ferry in the moment.
But then when we got to Bainbridge Island, it's a very quaint, eclectic island, a lot of small businesses. It was really cool to kind of just like explore that area and see the people.
The sightseeing in Seattle was actually a lot cooler than I'd expected. I love the shopping, and all of the places that we went to were Delta SkyMiles experiences you could book yourself. Cool shops, some things that I got to see and get selection of that I think I never would have been able to find in LA where I live now.
That's amazing. And it's so nice to be able to like find something that you love and to bring it with you from that place and always remember Seattle through the items that you take with you. Similarly, what was your favorite part of Copenhagen?
Ooh, I definitely loved the SkyMiles experience of going to Ollengard, getting to see these people do their art and go up close and see like the little details of every single line that goes into the jewelry and every single step.
We also got to learn a lot about the culture in Copenhagen through that brand specifically. So I think it really kind of informed how the rest of the trip was going to go too. Yeah.
Having a 3-star Michelin restaurant experience, mind-blowing. I mean, 18-course meal, I've never had that before. That was such an incredible experience.
Chef's kiss, it was amazing.
Was the sort of the community or the people's interest in wellness, was that different in Seattle and Copenhagen? Was it palpable for you?
Yes, I think very much so. I think people know this as Americans. We know in Europe, the way that they live is kind of in such a different pace depending on the area you're in as opposed to the US. It was really comforting and cool to see a lot of the locals there just sitting out on the docks with their friends.
There was this girl, she was knitting in a dock and her friend was reading. And they were in their 20s, they were like probably our age.
Being able to see folks being so intentional about their wellness, whether that was like biking, running, walking, doing the sauna, like everyone there was so excited. Like the sun would be out and everyone's outside. And I think it reminded me also when I got home to go outside more. Like we tend to be stuck behind our phones or watching TV, but what does it look like if the sun is out to go have a park day or go for a walk?
I think when you think of wellness, I think sometimes people think like restriction, you know? They think like, oh, I have to eat this way, I have to do this. And it's like, when we were in Copenhagen, like people are eating bakery foods, but then they're also like running or taking a bike. Like using a bike or going to the sauna or swimming. Like I was like, this is the balance that I think we all need in our life.
I love that. Social wellness scores were around 1.8 times higher than average during the trip, based off the survey, highlighting that travelers feel more connected and mentally refreshed. Overall, the data shows that travel can be a catalyst for improved well-being, with improved recovery, sleep, and activity all contributing to healthier outcomes.
Last time we were together, you all shared that Copenhagen was your bucket list trip, that you wanted to go there. What made that trip so fulfilling for you to Copenhagen?
I think for me it was how new it was. right? I think especially around the world right now, we sometimes get stuck in our silos. Like again, being behind our phones. For me, Copenhagen was that like new experience that I was seeking and wanting, but also have it be in such a special way too, having this curated experience for me too. I thoroughly enjoyed Copenhagen. It was worth everything.
You were able to look inside the Delta Sky Club as well as the Delta One Lounge during your trips. Tell me how that impacted your travel experience and your wellness experience.
The Delta One Lounge, man, that you sit down, you got full waiter service, you could get your shoes shined while you had a massage.
Right.
It was crazy.
Right.
I think they both make traveling in the airport so much easier because you have a place to kind of wind down and something to look forward to instead of getting to the airport and being like an hour just sitting there like uncomfortable. You can just be like lounging, you know? It makes you want to get there early.
I do actually get there earlier. I feel like it's part of my like relaxation control plan that I usually know the food that's going to be there. I'll have my snack, I have my favorite items, I can get my little ginger ale and sit down and relax before I get on my flight.
It's a relaxing place and you can get a good meal.
We almost missed our flight back from New York.
You don't have to say that.
We were like, we can't leave,
We're in those massage chairs a little too long.
It turns out travel could be the cheat code to balancing your well-being.
We want to thank our Fly and Live Better crew for helping us with this experiment. And who knows, maybe we'll see each other on your next Delta flight.
We hope you enjoyed this series and be sure to catch up on any episodes you missed on Delta's YouTube channel now.